Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Chidera Mira Jones, here again. Hope you had a wonderful week, because I did, though I had an interesting one. And this is a story time of my channel. So back to the purpose of this video. So guys, I purposely wore my engagement ring to make this video. Yeah, this was the ring that was used to engage me. Like, it came in the perfect shape, stone, everything was just like all I ever wanted. So let me give you guys the breakdown on how we met and how the relationship went before the engagement comes up. We met like a year before we started dating. He was introduced to me through a friend, Yomi, and she was just like, I don't know, I have this friend that I feel you guys will be perfect for each other. I don't know why, but I just feel you guys are going to be perfect for each other. And I was like, okay, I'm not interested. And she was like, I just feel you will be perfect. I was like, that's your business. We're going out that day and I was driving. And she was like, I have a friend that lives here. Let's just stop and I'll call him out. We'll say hi and we'll keep on going. We're like, okay, no problem. She did that. I was so uninterested. I didn't even know that was the friend she wanted to introduce me to. So she called him. He came out of his house. He said hi. He said hi to me. I was like, hi, in a rude way. And we left. And according to him, he was wondering what is this girl for me for? Like, what is she feeling like? I didn't care. Then we went to Jabi Lake Mall. We met another friend of hers there too. So when we got home, she was like, so what do you think? And I was like, what do I think? Like, I met two different people, so I don't know who she's talking about. And she was like, well, that's your business. I'm going to give him your number. I was like, okay. Then she did. She gave him my number. And that same day he called me. I was like, hi, I'm Uchi. And I knew she told me the person was a cardiologist. So I was like, oh, hi, Uchi. And that minute, I didn't even know who I was talking to, because I know I met two different guys that day. So I wasn't certain. I just had to play along. Like, okay, how you doing? I was like, fine. Yomi gave me your number. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. How you doing? What do you do? And I think I was a bit busy that day or something, and we didn't talk for so long, and that was it. I just saved his number, and because I couldn't even remember his name after some minutes, so I just remember she said he was a cardiologist. So for a long time, his name was saved as cardiologist on my phone. That was how bad it was. So we could just chat once in a while. We planned on seeing, but we both had busy lives, so we never had the time to see. And I went for NYC. Going for NYC was frustrating because I was supposed to be posted to Abuja. Just for me to check, I was posted to Ekiti. I thought they were joking. I had to refresh. I saw Ekiti. Then I called my dad and I was like, Daddy, I was posted to Ekiti State. And I was like, Ekiti, are you joking? I was like, I'm not joking. They posted me to Ekiti because he was working it out. So it was really weird for that to happen. Then he called the lady and he was like, the lady said that we came to her late, so I should just go to Ekiti for camp. After camp, they'll redeploy me to Abuja, which was done. But I like being organized. So I was like, okay, if they post me back, I would need a place to work. And I might not get the normal government opportunity because of the redeployment. And I really wanted to work in the private sector because I felt if I worked hard enough, I would be retained. Then I remembered she told me, he works in this hospital. Though I had never heard of the hospital before, but she was like, he worked there. And I was like, okay, I can use him to see if I can get an opportunity in the hospital. Then I called him. I was like, hi, I've not gone to camp yet. I'm going to camp soon, and I was posted to Ekiti, but I'm going to come back to Abuja. Please, do you know if your hospital is going to take me as a copper? And he was like, no problem. That's when it's time, I should tell him. So when it was time, I called him. I was like, okay, I'm back from camp and I've been redeployed back. How far? And he was like, okay, I should try. Okay, he spoke to the HR, and the HR was like, okay, that they should post me to the hospital. Then I wrote a letter and NYC posted me to the hospital, and I went there and I started working. So working there gave us the opportunity to hang out because we were always busy. His schedule was always way different from mine. He closed from work by 5, I closed by 4, but due to traffic I always get home by 5, 6. Then when I get there, he could call me by 7 and he wants to hang out, and I'm like, and then I give myself a personal coffee of 7. I was like, I can't go out when it's the time I'm supposed to be getting back. It didn't make sense to me. So from there, after work, we could just go grab dinner, and that's how we got to know each other. And meeting him, having conversations with him. So apparently this happened like 1 year after we were introduced. So we didn't get to see each other or hang out or whatever until 1 year after Yomi introduced us. So you can imagine. Then I got to know him, and he was one of the most special people I'd ever seen. Like, in my head, I was like, this guy is so awesome. He was so free-spirited. I think he didn't have a lot of drama attached to him. He's just someone that you can have fun with, be happy around, and no strings attached. Like, he was just like my kind of person. And in my head I was like, how did Yomi know this guy was going to be my kind of person? So we were friends for some time, like maybe 4 months. Then we were friends for maybe 2 months, let me not exaggerate, 2 months. Then he asked me out. He asked me out in a very cute way, like, I literally blushed, told each other over the phone, but like, like, I've never been so happy about someone asking me out before, like the way he did. We're having a conversation and he was like, I think I want us to go exclusive. Guys, that made me so happy. Like, I didn't say, let me think about it. I instantly said yes. I was like, this guy is like so awesome. And yes, I said yes, and we got dated. Then 4 or 5 months into the relationship, in my head I was always like, propose already. And my friend was like, you guys just started dating, you guys propose already. I was like, I want to marry this guy. Like, he just feels perfect for me. Like, I don't know who else I'm supposed to marry if it's not this guy. That was how I felt about him. And every time we go out, in my head I'm like, he's going to propose today. He's going to propose today. And it never happened. He didn't propose that day. So guys, it was on this fateful day, because I remember the first time I met his sister, we're talking about jambalaya rice. That was like the first time I was saying of jambalaya rice, and we're talking about jambalaya rice, and she called it rice on steroids. So he called me that his sis said she's cooking the almighty jambalaya rice and she would like me and him to taste it. So that I should come over. And he was like, I shouldn't come with my car, that he would like to drop me back home. So I should just take an Uber, then he would take me home after the whole stuff. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I felt, okay, I'm going to see his sister and I'm going to eat. I like to be comfortable. I don't want to look all dressy or whatever. So I opted to not do makeup. Yeah. Then I was trying to wear something very, very simple. Then I was asking my younger brother, like, how does this look? And he was like, no, change. Like, okay. Then I wore a jumpsuit. Then he called me. I was like, are you wearing makeup? I was like, no. He was like, wear makeup now, you know? Even though you've seen her before, just wear makeup. Just you know, makeup makes you look a bit matured, so wear makeup. I was like, okay, I wear makeup. Then I wore makeup. Then he wanted to order the Uber for me. I was like, no, no, as in I can afford my own Uber, so I would order my Uber. Apparently, he wanted to order this Uber for me because he wanted to be able to track the trip, like to know when I was close by and everything. I felt his hand in that department. Then he said his mechanic was coming to pick up his car for maintenance, and he was going to later on go to run the car. So in case I come in and I don't see his car, I should just enter the house, that he's going to leave it unlocked for me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Guys, I remember telling him that if he ever wants to propose to me, number one, I don't want a public engagement, and number two, he should make sure I'm wearing makeup. He should make sure I'm looking really, really good, or else I was going to hunt him for it. So I'm sure this was what he was trying to do. I was like, okay. So when I got there, the Uber dropped me. I was trying to open the door because I didn't see his car, so I assumed he wasn't around. I was trying to open the house door, it was locked, and I was like, but this guy told me he was going to leave it unlocked. Then I was trying to call him, then the Uber driver called me. When I was done with the call, I hung up, then someone unlocked the door from inside, and I was confused. I was like, his car is not here, and he told me he would leave it unlocked, so why is someone unlocking it from inside? I now opened the door and got in. And there was some music playing. I saw rose petals everywhere. Guys, I was frozen. Like I couldn't move. Then he came. Apparently, as I was entering the house, I was trying to dial his number again. So my call, his phone was connected to the Bluetooth speaker. So my call interrupted his music, and he checked who was calling. I was the one. He was like, babe, cut the call, you're killing the mood. I was like, sorry. And I cut the call, and he now went on one knee, and I know he was saying a whole lot of things, but like I heard nothing. I was just still in awe, like. And when I was dressing up, I was looking to my brother like, what if he proposes today? But I was like, it's not possible, because the lie he used was too awesome. Like, I strongly believed he was going to see his sister. We were going to see his sister. We were going to eat rice. That was one day that proposal was not on my mind. It was just going to eat, take this. In short, the way I saw him as the kind of person that we could just be having a conversation and he would be like, will you marry me? Let's go and buy the ring. That's how I saw him. I didn't know he was that romantic. I didn't know he was going to go through all this for me. And when he asked, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, is that even a question? Like, how can you ask me? Do you know how long I've been waiting to marry you? Like, man. So I was like, yes. And he put the ring on my finger. Then he led me to, there was this table set up. There was a cake, champagne and champagne glasses and stuff, and we cut the cake. He served it, then we drank the champagne and made a toast. Then since we made it a private engagement, he had to call his gate man to come and snap us here. He took the pictures, and yes, we're excited. So apparently he planned this engagement for 10 days. Like, he could say it's going to be today, then something will come up and it will not happen. And he planned it with my friend Yomi, the one that hooked us up. So she came early that morning to organize the whole place, put the rose petals, the candles, and every necessary thing. She was the one that fixed the place for us, got the cake. Yomi, you got me, because I think she gave me no clue. She did not even hint it at all. She did not even ask me, and Mimi, would you like this kind of ring? Because even picking up the ring, like, he had to call her, like, do you think she would like this ring? Like, me, I feel like I'm capable of falling hands more. I could just give you a hint, like, what will you say if then the ideas will come to your head. And if you know me, I'm one person that they can't surprise. Like, I'm too curious. I'm always going to be asking what's going on, who is this, where is this. Like, it's very difficult to surprise me. But this man, he's one man that surprised me twice. He's always surprising me. Like, I don't know how he does it, but he does it. And he now just said me because we had a playlist, yes. Our engagement date was August 29th, and we named the playlist August 29th. It's on YouTube. No, sorry, it's on iTunes. And he asked me, he was like, what kind of songs do you like? Give me your phone, let me go through your songs. And he was going through my songs and he was like, oh, okay, these are the songs you like. Cool. And I didn't know he made a screenshot of my playlist and sent it to himself and deleted it immediately. He then showed me proof on how he had to use my playlist, because most of the songs on the playlist he made for the engagement were songs I really, really liked, and I never knew he knew I liked them. So they were like all my jams, and I was like, guy, like, how did you do this? I was like, were you scared? Because I don't think you should be scared. This girl loves you. She was definitely going to marry you. And yes, that was how it happened. The first person I called was my mom, and she was all excited. Then I called my best friend. She was screaming. Then I called my friend Alex in the UK. Apparently she was in the mall with her husband, and she was about screaming, and she was like, Mimi, I'm in the mall, I'm in public, I'll call you when I get home. Like, everybody was excited. It was an exciting experience for me, like, no doubt. I literally still think about it and smile. I still listen to the playlist every time. Like, recommendations for guys that want to propose, you could go to iTunes and check on August 29th. We have our playlist there, and it's a list of awesome love songs that you could also use for your engagement, because some of them are like old songs, but they're like really hot, awesome songs. They're like touching songs. So this is a recommendation. You can use our songs, just tap into it. So, like, yes guys, that was how the most awesome man in the universe proposed to me, and I said yes, 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 yes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, tell a friend of a friend of a friend about me. Okay, like, I need you guys, and I'm going to be here still giving you guys premium gists. Have fun and have a great week. See you guys next week. Bye.